My wife said she's just tired. Her texts said otherwise. She came home later and later every night. When I asked how work was, she'd sigh, rub her temples and say, "I'm just tired." At first, I believed her. We both worked long hours. I'm a nurse, she's in marketing, so exhaustion was normal. But lately, her phone never left her hand. She'd smile at the screen, then flip it over when I walked in. One night, she fell asleep on the couch. Her phone buzzed nonstop. I shouldn't have looked, but curiosity and dread won. The messages weren't about work. They were from someone named E. The first one read, "Same spot tomorrow? Can't wait to see you again." My stomach dropped. Scrolling up, I saw weeks of messages, jokes, picture, inside references, the kind of things she used to send me. That night, I didn't confront her. I just stared at her sleeping face, wondering when she stopped being mine. The next morning, she hugged me before leaving, saying, "I'll be home late again. Big campaign push." I nodded. "Yeah, get some rest when you can." After she left, I drove to her office parking lot and waited. She never showed up. Instead, she pulled into a café across town, and E was waiting outside. A man, tall, grinning. She ran to him like a scene from a romance movie. They hugged for a long time. I didn't go inside. I just sat there, gripping the steering wheel, watching everything I thought I knew crumble quietly. When she got home that night, I asked gently, "Rough day?" She smiled tiredly. "Yeah, same as always." I wanted to scream, but instead I said, "You should rest. You're always tired." She nodded, kissed my cheek, and went upstairs. I sat in the dark, replaying every lie, every late night, every fake yawn. The next day, I packed a small bag and left a note on the counter. "You don't have to pretend to be tired anymore." Weeks later, she texted me from an unknown number. "Can we talk?" I never replied. Maybe she wanted to explain, or maybe she was just lonely. Either way, the truth already said everything her mouth never did. Sometimes silence is the loudest confession. Months passed, and I tried rebuilding. I moved into a small apartment downtown. The walls were thin. I could hear the neighbor playing guitar every night. It was strangely comforting, like life was reminding me that rhythm still exists after heartbreak. I stopped checking her social media, stopped wondering if E was still around. One evening, while sorting through boxes, I found our wedding photo tucked between old medical notes. She looked so happy there. Or maybe I just wanted to believe she was. I realized something painful that night. Love doesn't vanish. It just changes form. It becomes quieter, like a ghost that no longer haunts, but lingers in the background. You learn to live with it. You learn to breathe again. I still remember the small thing, the way she hummed while cooking, the way she'd squeeze my hand in crowded places. Those memories used to hurt. Now they just remind me of a different version of us that once existed. Healing didn't come from forgetting her. It came from forgiving myself for staying too long in a love that had already ended. A few months ago, I ran into her at the grocery store. She froze when she saw me. A mix of guilt and nostalgia flashing in her eyes. "You look good," she said soft. I smiled. "I'm just tired," I replied, and for the first time, I meant it. Not from pain, but from peace. She smiled sadly, nodded, and walked away. As she left, I realized something. The opposite of love isn't hate. It's indifference. That calm, heavy silence when you no longer need answers. She once told me she was tired. Maybe she was, but I was tired too. Tired of begging for honesty, tired of loving alone. Now, when people say they're just tired, I listen differently, because sometimes tired is the word people use when they've already started leaving.